Hajlo ji Hanuman, Hajlo ji Hanuman, Hajlo.
They are the ones who teach us all about Bhakti. They are the ones who teach us all about everything. We make reference to light. And light is the essence of the beginning of the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra, which goes as follows. It's the first mantra of all Vedas. Om.mov Swaha, Om Tat Savitur Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Yo Yona Prachodaya. Om. So invocation to the primary source of all, which is the sun. Hence the mantra is dedicated to the sun, dedicated to light. So of course this is an invocation that is recited every morning. Every morning. And of course you know this recitation of the morning also coincides with the Surya Namaskara, where we completely stand in the presence of the sun and bathing in the radiant rays, so that every space within us, and if we look at just simple principles, 50 trillion cells illuminated in light, what else is there? So the deep exploration of Bhakti as light, which is the primary source. Let's look at this from the collective perspective of wisdom teachings. Let's look at Vedas. And isn't that completely a harmonizing of our chakras, harmonizing of left and right nostril, which in turn harmonizes breath. Harmonizing of breath is again directly related to our entire field. What is the information that is passing through us, and how does this in turn relate to each and every one of us as light, and how does this in turn relate to each and every one as Bhakti? Which is, of course, these are quantum questions, but these quantum questions have very clear principles of what does Bhakti mean. Bhakti is no other than our utmost clarity. Let's use the word clarity here, which is a glass of water. This is a liquid crystal. What we are looking at. Water. If you look at an image, an imprint of water, and an imprint of water is the face of a beautiful crystal. We've done many such studies. So when we look at water, of which we are predominantly infused with, what does that say? That we continuously are receiving the light of the sun, the light of light, that permeates into our being. And when it permeates into our being, it reflects images that exemplify clarity. Clarity is Bhakti, because it doesn't require the mind to intervene. I mean, that's how simple it is. The science is bringing so clearly what every process and every practice in our life is drawn to or converging to. Where the yogis or the Vedic seers who drew such wisdom passing through and then living that in complete vibration. Light is vibration. A mantra is vibration. A thought is a vibration. Every movement of us in this physical mode, even in stillness, is all vibration. That vibration does not require a language to understand, because that is wholly present within us. In other words, when we are in a state of wholeness, then we